Hey, and welcome back to part three. I'm gonna have to apologize. There is a little bit of construction happening um, outside my house, and unfortunately, it's pretty loud to me. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not, but now I'm actually going to do the Maelstrom Mambo. I'm going to just do a quick run through. So let's start here. Um, yeah, so go ahead and hit these two. We'll get charged. It's a slow going process to begin with, but eventually you'll be able to just run it as quickly as possible. Nay, 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 bitch, nay, nay. Alright, collect what they got because this is, where most of your money is going to come from. I will also show you that there are some events. There are actually two events on this run that will occasionally occur, and that's right here. Um, let's see. I'm gonna have to build up some stuff because it's going to be a slow going process to begin with. And again, I am doing this on normal, like on easy, you'd just be able to breeze right through them. I mean, not breeze right through them, but enough to where it wouldn't be that daunting. Now I've seen people do like quick hack runs where it's quick hack only, and they're on like extreme, like super hard. Um, oh, he reset my eyes. There's your hit their net runner. Oh yeah, that's right. I really can't hit their net runner just yet.
Go, go, go!
Oh, thank you.
Now can't!
Not a very easy thing to pull off when you're doing quick hack only runs. But to me, like it's one of my favorite things to do is just quick hack only. It kind of um, adds a different kind of measure to it. All right, dude. Oh, this guy. I may cheat. I think I'm gonna cheat. Yeah. Because I forgot that some of these net runners are so hard to hit um, early on.
How about some fun?
Hey, I still didn't use pistols or anything. I just, used a grenade to, I don't know, even the playing field. But, grab all the weapons here. anything that you find, be sure to grab, because if you're doing the quick hack only run, you're going to want to break down everything. Um, I've said that multiple times. I cannot reiterate how much it helps to grab everything. But if you're doing, your regular run, you'd be able to just blow through this so easily. Now keep in mind, in here there are a few things you can collect. Money and other things, of course. But what is she doing? So we'll just overheat these guys, give them a ram a minute to build back up, and then we'll hit dude. Also, yeah, you get a lot of net running experience, a lot of headhunting experience. You get, and you get, what's level 10? I get +1 ram, that will come in handy. Let's see. Now, I know a lot of people really don't do the whole, I'm only doing, quick hacking, I'm only going to use pistols, but I like to sort of challenge myself. And to be perfectly honest, I have done a quick hack only run before, but it was before I realized I could, like, actually record my own gameplay and do voiceovers and stuff like that. And this channel originally started was I was trying to show one of my friends, a very good friend of mine. I was trying to show her that, how fun Cyberpunk really was. Of course, you'll see in my other videos that there are, there's no audio, or there's audio, there's just none of my dulcet tones. But since I figured that out, I'm probably going to do that more often. This is your the restart point. Once you get over here, this is where everything restarts. This is where everybody reloads back into the world. And this is why I call it the Mambo, is because that's what you do. You go back and forth. You run the whole thing over and over again, and it's pretty good for money, pretty good for items, and occasionally you find some good shards out of it. It's not something that I would recommend for long playing people or people who don't prefer the grind. I really don't mind grinding. It's a trait of mine that monotony doesn't really like bother me. But I know that some people are like, I just want to get on with it. Like that, I can completely understand. I am not like making fun of those people, but this is a grind. But when you grind, you make a butt ton of money and like some great experience as I gain street cred. You get a lot of good stuff out of it if you do it. 3 or 4 runs, you should have quite a good bit of money, or items, for that matter. Like a whopper. So when you get here, you can go down there. There's actually like a selling machine here if you need the money. Usually when I get overweight, if I'm doing the quick hack run, I just break everything down. So you go through here, avoid the trash, okay. Give these guys the hippie shakes.
Let's see that pretty faceplate.
Yeah, your skills. I mean, it's the 3 main skills. It's just net running, headhunting, and engineering, especially when you're breaking a lot of stuff down and reusing it goes up as well. So this is just something that I like to do. Not saying that it's right by any means, but sort of cheesing the system and increasing my level before I even get to the heist mission. There are things around here that you can take, and let's go ahead and break some stuff down right now. Yeah. And it becomes much easier when, after you start gaining things like, your dashes and double jumps and all that. Yeah, if you haven't guessed, double jump is my main thing that I usually get. You really can't get any kind of good cyberware until after you've completed the meeting Dexter, going and getting the flathead from Maelstrom, and talking to Evie or Evelyn. And once you get those done, that's when a lot of things, cyberware wise, actually opens up. Just take these guys out. Assholes deserve no quarter. A little clam slam there. Actually, that was completely accidental, but yeah. Level up. And there's a nice little bike here if you feel the urge. I mean, we could absolutely take it and just ride. Maybe you'll be able to speak up or tell me. I've experienced that if you run somebody over with a car and they have items on them, you really can't get those items. I don't know. Maybe this is just a glitch in the game or whatnot, but I've noticed that you really can't pick up anything off of people that have been run over or killed in an explosion. The old Johnny Cash treatment there. Sorry, that was definitely a Burning Ring of Fire reference. Nope, not yet. As you can see, my net running skills are just going up. They're pretty fast.
Come on out, you little chicken shit.
And of course, I really am not a fan of Maelstrom, so anything to fuck with them, and I'm doing it, so. It's like, well, later on, once you have the ability to take control of vehicles, like remotely control vehicles, you can just stand in one spot and just ride a damn motorcycle in or whatnot, hit every... You okay, bro? Hit everybody and just ride out. But, lower levels, it's a slow process. I think Dum Dum ruined my my view on Maelstrom. I'm just not a fan. Like, damn near pissed myself when Jackie referred to them as Borg fuckers. So, let's see. Take that. I think Nope, not clear yet. Who knows? Spine tickler. Alright. Get back on the bike. Over here. Again, it gets so much easier when your mobility increases. And especially when you get, higher up in your quick hacks and stuff, you can start adding, multiple quick hacks onto a single enemy. And I'm going to be using the Raven Micro Cyber, which is like, it has the ability to spread to other enemies around, and that especially is amazing whenever you're dealing with the Mambo. Now I have one for the Sixth Street Gang. Theirs is it's easier to do. You just have to go a little further out, and I'll show that when the time comes. But there are also, like, over here, there are, like, some tiger claws. There are actually maelstrom over there, and you can hit them all, but, I just chose, like, the fastest route. Yeah, I know, I'm, like, getting off the bike and everything, but still, I think it's cool.
It's just a matter of time,
Slow process.
motherfucker.
Like this guy, I can't imagine what he's like. You just imagine standing around talking to a couple of friends and suddenly just burst into flames. And suddenly become a freaking fireball. The synapse collapse is one of my favorites, especially when you use it multiple times. You use it more than once and it's just instant death. I do like the, how do I put this without, upsetting YouTube? The self-off button quick hack. That one's good. Cyber Psycho, always good. Now, once you run the Mambo a few times, and you do get better stuff, you can actually run it quickly, if I could ever get on this thing, by doing something like this. And see, now they're back. Yeah, and it's a constant. You can just keep repeating the process over and over again. You go up that way, come back around, come here, and then back to here. And it's so good for making money, so good for getting components and finding shards. And for an early in the game, you can do this before really anything. You just got to be able to drive over here and open up the waypoints. But after you do that, you can just come over here and just kind of farm to your little heart's content. Now these guys will not be back. This is sort of like one of the assault events. See that it's clear over here now. But the three on the other side of the fence will be. There's also an event over here. I think it has to do with a quest, but I haven't found it. I'll show you here in a minute.
I'll be your friend.
After you burn these guys up. And anytime you pick up broken weapons, if you don't know, if you're new to the game, anytime you see a broken weapon on the ground, you're not really picking up a broken weapon. What you're doing is you're picking up the components of those weapons. So you instantly get components for the broken stuff on the ground, if you weren't aware of that. Now this is the event that I was telling you about. There are two drones over here, and you can just short circuit them. And when you short circuit them, they should just kind of pop off. I don't want to initiate an overload because that was not what I was aiming for. Now these guys, they only have the ammo over their bodies, but they do carry eddies most of the time, and just random bits, which works out pretty well. Oh, and yeah, there's a couple weapons, some ammo and such over here. But yeah, that is the Maelstrom Mambo, or what I refer to as the Maelstrom Mambo. Um, I hope it helps out a little bit. You can come over here and just farm to your little heart's content, and get whatever you need to get. But after that whole thing, oh yeah, I did level up, didn't I? After that whole thing, covert quick hacks. Okay, no, it's not wrong one. Reduce RAMs, closer traceability. We're just gonna do this so I can actually see cameras. And let's go off and do some more gigs. Let me pull up my map here. Anyway, sorry. I do want to do this before we get any further because, yeah, like I said, you get weapons. You find a lot of drop stuff doing the Mambo, and it works out, especially if you're trying to sell and get money. But you make pretty good money doing the gigs as well. Oh yeah, that's something you can't forget, the attachments. Since I'm not using anything, I'm probably just gonna break those down like I would do any other, you know, scopes and stuff for if you're doing pistol runs or whatnot. I prefer to keep boomerang mods when I'm using knives because boomerang, gives you a good chance of it returning if you, deal critical or headshots, which is always nice. I should actually have, there should be a mission close by. Thought. I could be very wrong. Might as well go over here. Actually, I should be able to. Let's go see Vic and see if we can upgrade our deck at least a little bit. Until we can find the micro cyber, of course. Because, if you're doing a quick high run, micro cyber all the way. A lot of people prefer the net launch, and, it's a good one, but I'm a big fan of the Raven. Vic, my go-to boy. There you are. Oh, I cannot pay. That's right. I have messed up. That didn't happen. I never went and saw Vic. My entire agenda here was to actually pay him off. And that's all you saw. You saw nothing else. Because I really do need to pay Vic off. Let's get a couple missions out of the way. Don't do that one. Let's do this one. Get our car. Wrong car. I almost called it micro kyber like it was a tiny lightsaber. I do use the auto drive, when it can actually drive. Simply for the fact it's just easier, I'm doing other things. But I've realized that the auto drive isn't really that great at driving. New auto drive for your car, even though it drives like a drunk toddler. Of course, you are going to pass up, quite a few things. Oh, this guy. Okay, I know what we're doing here.
Z, got a simple gig. There's a van sitting at a Revere Courier Services facility. You're gonna break in, clep it. If you want to know what's in the ride, check the attachment.
Let's turn off some cameras here. Let's see. I'm gonna burn this guy up real quick. Yeah, the trace is gonna go off. I haven't gotten any quick hacks to stop that from happening, but see if I can take these guys out beforehand. I wish there was a way of actually slowing down the trace, or at least identifying where the trace is coming from. It'd make it a little easier for us quick hack runners. Oh, look at you. Cool. And of course, I cannot wait till I have it overclocked. Overclock, especially in these rooms, become sort of a mainstay. Like, I constantly use an overclock. Because it's damn sure it's this is a bunch of running back and forth, hiding spot, that type of deal. Especially early on in the process, you kind of have to. Nay. And once you've taken them all out, just grab their crap. No, I know I'm still in combat. Net runner 15. We got a perk point out of that one. Increase the RAM, and then next time we'll add another stack, which would be nice. Does that thing be able to see me from across the room, around the corner? Didn't I turn this damn thing off? I thought I did. Okay, you can go into it through sort of a stealthy kind of thing, but I really build up to a stealth. I'm just doing quick hacks, so just let's see. PD55. Yeah. Also, oh, I got cyberware malfunction. That could be fun. Okay, so still need contagion. Okay. And I know I'm just with these, I'm really just blowing right by a lot of the stuff, but I'm just trying to do it as quickly as possible. Oops. Pardon me. Like, also, they look like they were quick hacked, but they've also been run over multiple times. It was the wind. Don't worry about it. Oh, yay. Being chased. That's it. See ya. Oh, this is great for the car hacking itself. This fucking guy.
Van received. Textbook example of a job.
Well, at least she wasn't angry that I pretty much, killed
plus
everyone, but...
Contract closed.
Yeah, I do like to pull off a lot of these missions, before I get the Rockstar cancer. The Rocker Boy brain cancer, I just kind of, build up to that and actually have some stuff beforehand, making it a little bit easier to... I am going to get in the car because there is some stuff underneath it. Don't get me wrong, I do really like Johnny Silverhand. As a character, anyway. If you've played any of the old tabletop, you'll know that his memory is, what you're seeing through Johnny Silverhand is actually, I don't want to say a lie, but it's a misremembering. It's because it really wasn't Johnny Silverhand who, fought Atom Smasher. It was actually a character called Morgan Blackhand. And in all actuality, like, Spider Murphy was the one who went and tried to save all. Like, it's I think it's Johnny misremembering what happened because he's been dead for 50 years. At least that's my theory. He has been an Ingram for 50 years, so he's misremembering. I don't want to call Johnny a liar because he's really not. He's an arrogant asshole, but I don't think Johnny's a liar. Let's see what's around. Well, there's a gig right down the road, and there's also a cyber psycho. Let's go deal with this gig, get some more money for Vic, and pay off the debts. But yeah, I think Johnny is just misremembering, and there's a lot of clues to that he is misremembering because when you do the mission where the first mission where you are Johnny, um, his pistol, you go in and you're just one-shotting everybody. I mean, you're just blowing them to pieces. But when you actually get it in game, it's not that powerful. It's not that great of a weapon. So I think that's another thing Johnny's misremembering is how good his gun was. Um, yeah, it's just I just think it's this one great.
So listen, Maelstrom's got this Ripper doc. Thing is,
Yeah,
they're keeping
fuck
her against
Maelstrom.
her will, forcing her to work. Could you go grab her from those psychos? Her brother would be grateful. Deets attached.
Yeah, I just it's obviously if you've played 2020 or especially 2020 tabletop, or you have played Cyberpunk Red and read some of the lore, then you know that Johnny is pretty much misremembering a lot of shit that actually happened. And let's see. Okay, so 1C, 1C, and then we go E9. No, we can't do it that way then, can we? We'll have to do 5-5 E9 5. No. Okay, let's back out of this because you can back out and do it again if you don't put anything in. And I think I've said that before, so. Um, well, we can do. We can do C1, 5-5, 5-5, and 5-5. That'll give us at least something. What did I get? Okay, triple movement. Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. Let's go ahead and kill off the cameras here. Or actually, you know what? Let's take control and see where this leads us. Now, no, I just saw somebody walking around. So what we'll do is you can tag people by hitting your R3 button. I'm not sure what it is on PC, but you can tag people, which does help quite a bit. Okay, at least use those to tag. Make sure. Oh, he's outside. Gotcha. Ooh, is that a Netrunner? Oh no. We are going to have to, rescue this Ripper dog, and she has to be able to run out. So you are going to want to clear a path. So let's see how our short circuit works out here. Okay, so it's not a full short circuit damage. Gotcha. They apparently do know where I'm at. Oh, hello, sir. So let's go ahead and just mess everybody up real quick. We did manage to get their attention, though. Later on it becomes so much easier. So much easier. Especially, when your RAM starts building up faster, you get more demons to use.
Bunch of weaklings!
There's always this one guy who's just ducking behind everything. It's like you have to spend like 10 fucking minutes shooting at the guy before you can actually get him. And before you ask, yes, that was absolutely a Boondock Saints quote. Okay, so... grab everything. Get as much components as we can. 55BD and crap. Okay, yeah, I failed that one big time. So we got the components, so that's something. Turn that off. Did not mean to get that. Oh, gee, no. Okay. There we are. Later on, I do use the cameras to my advantage. Especially when my traceability becomes, harder. I will literally just use the camera system and clear out buildings, and then go in and do what I need to do, because, just easier that way. 1C, BD, 1C, BD, 1C, there we go. Not the hardest mission in the game. Like, at all.
Don't shoot. I'm a doctor. I'm not part of the gang.
I know. You're Lucy Thackeray.
Text blacked out again. Piece of shit. And you are?
V. Your brother sent me to get you out of here.
Birdie?
Yeah.
Okay, just a moment.
Look, we don't have time for
Tech
this.
they've got in here belongs
Like, I don't know if he's a bad guy or not, but most Maelstrom are assholes,
Since you're still
so...
here, run a scan on him.
Pressure's falling. Same with temperature.
He's going into shock. I'll try to stem the bleeding. You, give him a unit of synth blood. Come on! It's
A
on the
unit
table.
of
First
synth
from the
blood.
left.
I know, it's
Just
like
not
a
in my
lot of it,
Okay. Gotta
it does,
before
like,
it closes
help.
up.
Just finish up already.
Like if you do save Brick during the Maelstrom mission.
All right.
Um,
Crisis averted.
and you do, you actually meet him later, and he does help you through a
Thanks.
mission.
Now
Or
we
at
can
least
go.
get into a mission, it's during the Johnny portion of the game. He does help you. So, I mean, yeah, there are ramifications of who you kill, who you don't kill. But that guy, I don't think I ever see that guy. You ever see the guy.
Come on. Just
Let's
a
hope
little
she doesn't
farther.
get stuck. I've had a problem where she won't come out of the
Your
building.
ride. Get in.
Okay. There was a time I actually had to restart the mission like 3 times because she just refused to leave the damn building. Run like a constipated raccoon. Anyway, that's about enough for this one. I'll show you how to... Oh,
Hey, Lucy's safe. Cream work. Thanks.
detonate the car. But yeah, that's about enough of this one. Showed you how to do the Maelstrom Mambo. Hopefully that helps out any of our new players. It's definitely good for a lot of things. Showed you a couple gigs. And, yep, off to editing the video. I will see you guys later.